So I want to share a story, a moment that absolutely woke me up in terms of realizing something super powerful. And I think it's a reminder that every dad, every leader, every husband kind of needs to hear. Because whether you recognize it or not, they are watching you. So last Sunday, I was in a garden here, right over there by the driving net, and I was hitting some golf balls, just kind of chilling out, just in my own world. And right here was my 4-year-old, who I thought was just playing with her toys, minding her own business, not even paying attention to me. And I had to nip upstairs just to go and use the loo and go and get some bits. And as I was walking upstairs, I looked out the window and I could see my little 4-year-old who had moved from this point over to this point. And she went off to go and pick up her little golf club, tiny little thing that I bought her. And she had got all the golf balls lined up like I did and started swinging, trying to hit them. Obviously, she's no Tiger Woods, but nor am I. But she was copying, imitating everything that I had just been doing. And that absolutely stopped me in my tracks because I thought to myself, she's been watching me the whole time without me even realizing. She has been sitting there, seeing me swing. I've gone out the way and she wants to copy dad. Even when we think they are in their own world, even when we assume that they're not paying attention, they are taking everything in, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And here is what really scared me about that moment. It really kind of woke me up, if you like. I thought about all of the times that I burnt myself out and justified it by saying I was doing it for them. All of the late nights, all of the grinds, all of the short tempers, the outbursts, that kept me half present at home. And if she was watching me then, which she no doubt was, I was teaching her that being a man meant burning myself out, meant working extra hours, meant being away from the family home, meant burning myself into the ground. I was teaching her that success meant you had to be distracted all of the time. It meant that you had to walk around exhausted all of the time. That was the image of success that she was building up. I was teaching her that it's okay to sacrifice presence for performance. And throughout the day, I thought to myself, we don't fail our kids because we're weak. We fail them because nobody else showed us a better way. Who we are is the byproduct of watching our parents as we grew up. Over the years, I think that we've been sold this lie that being a great man, being a great husband, being a great business owner or a great leader has to come at the sacrifice of everything else. That you've just got to hustle harder, sleep less, and just grind it out. But here's the truth, and it's the truth that that incident in the garden reminded me of. They don't need the hustled out half version of you. They don't need you proving yourself to people you don't even know on Instagram or LinkedIn. They need you there, fully focused, present, leading from the front. And what hit me most was this thought. If she copied everything that I did today, what kind of person would she become? What kind of person would all of my kids become? And honestly, some days the answer terrifies me because I will look back at my kids and go, they are the byproduct of the worst version of me. So I want to ask you the same question. If your kids or your team or your wife, if they copied everything that you do today, what would they learn? If they copied that man, who would they become? Would they learn how to chase their goals, their mission with purpose and presence? Or would they learn to burn themselves out and justify it as ambition? Would they see a man calm under pressure or a man that snaps and sulks when the pressure piles up? And if that answer unsettles you, good. That is the signal to course correct. That's the wake-up call you've been waiting for. But here's the thing, they are not waiting around for you to finish your hustle so that you can finally be present with them. They're watching you right now, today, maybe even watching this YouTube video whilst they sit there and want you to play with them. And those kids are learning how to live their lives by how you lead yourself. We talk about leaving a legacy, but what they see today is already the legacy that you are leaving. So that moment in the garden reminded me about why I do what I do for men. Because our kids deserve better than the men that we used to be, and so do you. So here's my challenge to you. Decide today what kind of example you're going to set. Not tomorrow, not when the business is in a better place or your career is more aligned, but right now. Because they are watching and they are learning. And you get to decide what they see. If you need to align yourself to a standard, then you can watch this video here on Black Belt Mentality, which is how to get yourself to the next level. If this has resonated, in the description, there is a link to take you to my Instagram profile. Message me the word ready if you want to start working on yourself and leading yourself from the front. Remember, they're always watching.